counting down to first pitch in Miami tonight. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds, as their order will read like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Jason Bourgeois will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight.
The fielder, Jason Bourgeois.
Sliced down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
And now this is lined into right field, and the leadoff man will be aboard to start things out. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base runner here for Cincinnati. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Billy Hamilton will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Joey Votto will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Now the relay home. And the run is in to score to make this a 1-0 ball game.
I'm trying maybe to carry a little of that momentum over from last night. He gets a pitch he can handle right here, and he's going to give his guys an early lead here, as that makes the score 1-0 here in the first.
Jay Bruce will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
2-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Out he jumps on the 2-0 pitch and hits a rope toward the gap in right center, one that's going to get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well, and that could be the at-bat of the ball game here. It's now a 3-run lead.
All right, that's already the 4th hit he's given up in this first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
Brandon Phillips will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Baker backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
A man at second with 1 down, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike 1. Now a swing and a drive high in the air and deep to right center field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game.
This is a situation where you throw a fastball by a guy once, you start thinking, I can do it every time. Once he got a good read on what that thing looked like, he was ready for this one.
Zach Cozart will be the batter.
Batting 7, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
First pitch coming. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Boy, it's just not very often that you can put it to a guy like this early on. I mean, they've got him on the ropes here in the very first inning.
3-0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And now a fastball is roasted into left field. That's a base hit.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That's 6 hits now he's given up in just this inning alone, and it's beyond time for a change. You've got to get him out of there.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this is fouled back and out of play. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Runner goes for second and opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, and the route is officially on now. I don't think I'm quite ready to say that this game is over. I've seen 6-0 leads evaporate many times before, but I think I like my chances being up a 6 spot in the first.
Tony Cingrani will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. Boy, and a sign that things are not going smoothly. There's action in the bullpen here in the very first inning. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
23 pitches already here in the first inning. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
And he's not looking all that comfortable out there to start this first inning. I mean, this is not anywhere close. He's going to need to figure out what's wrong here pretty darn soon.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Too high. Ball 3.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Nate Eovaldi will go to work much earlier than anticipated here, as he'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Jason Bourgeois will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Billy Hamilton will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now. 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
This is the 11th man to bat in the inning. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Get the double play, you joker!
That one's in there. 3-1.
And even 3-1, I say take another one.
Get the lead runner!
3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. Where was this pitch on 3-2? Yeah, Show Track says it's clearly a ball. Nothing he can really complain about there, and that forces home a run.
Joey Votto will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
We'll take it.
1-0 on the way. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Get him out!
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The relay throw, and now they'll at least get an out at third here as he's tagged out, but 2 runs are already in to score. Jay Bruce will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first time around. Votto, the runner at first, the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swinging a ground ball to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 9 and the Marlins nothing. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. Tony Cingrani will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Christian Yelich will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
And that misses ball 4, so that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight, get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Ed Lucas will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And a way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Ball 3.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Batting third, right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. And sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Josh Willingham will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. Ball 2 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Outside, 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled straight back. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Jeff Baker will dig in, and here in the early going, they're going to need to start cutting this deficit bit by bit. In there, and it's 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Way outside. 1-2.
I think you sit here and you start to wonder, is this guy going to find his command anytime soon? He's not just missing by a little. A lot of these pitches have been very easy takes for these hitters, including that pitch.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
That could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. Now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Steven Pierce will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
Now it's 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Strike called, 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, he was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning and putting a 0 on the board. Instead, he leaves one out over the plate. He probably knew it was trouble when it left his hand, and they wind up putting 4 on the board with just 1 swing.
Rob Brantley will get his first opportunity now with 2 away, and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
4 runs here in this half inning. Fouled back. Not fooled on the changeup there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Bruce has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4 courtesy of the grand slam. Second inning coming up. It's now 9-4. Brandon Phillips will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Brandon Phillips.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Yelich is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but Not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
Todd Frazier will try things again. He hit that two-run homer his first time. First pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Are you kidding me?
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. One out, nobody on. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Line hard into left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Zach Cozart will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And that's in there for a strike. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Sit him down.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll make the catch just in front of the screen, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on top, however, 9-4. Adeiny Echeverria will start things off in the bottom of the second.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's the first offering. And this ball's in the air and should be routine for Bruce in right field. And very quickly, one gone.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Justin Turner will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Now the first pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Christian Yelich will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Well, much, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Come on!
And now a pitch on the way. 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. He's got himself back into a fastball count now.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Third baseman,
Ed Lucas will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And a ball, 1-0.
Go, wait for the pitch.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, I can understand being careful here, but this early in the game, let him hit the ball. Do not give away free passes.
Here it comes, 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And if you're going to walk back-to-back hitters, you definitely don't want to do it to the top 2 guys in the lineup. Now you've got the heart of the order due up, and you know those guys can sense weakness from a mile away.
Giancarlo Stanton will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. David Carpenter is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Devin Mesoraco It's ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now for Cincinnati, catcher, Devin Mesoraco.
First pitch in there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Got him right where you want him.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Tony Cingrani will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. Willingham comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Jason Bourgeois will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time. Now the first pitch. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored an E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Billy Hamilton will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. Lays off, 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Joey Votto would be next. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati. They're on top, however, 9-4. Josh Willingham makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Fouled straight back. And Willingham watches that one miss, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Three and 2, here it is. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. If nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Jeff Baker will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. And here's the first pitch. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A lean, and he's got it. Oh, he picked it right out of the first base dugout, and that's the first out of the inning.
First baseman, Steven.
Stephen Pierce will get another shot. Off to a good start with the grand slam his first time around. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And this will be fouled away. That misses. 1 and 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Rob Brantley will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1 and 2. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the man at first. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 9-4. Joey Votto will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Joey Votto.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
So 1 away in the inning, and here's Jay Bruce. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Let's get a K. Come on.
1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Boy, he's taking on the heart of the lineup and going right through it like they weren't even there. That's back-to-back strikeouts now to the number 3 and 4 hitters, and he's making it look easy.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two out, nobody on.
Get him down.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Let's go. Shut him down.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And Phillips has himself a base hit.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3.
Baseman.
After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Todd Frazier will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. A runner on first with two away. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Reds leave one. They're on top, however, 9-4. Adeiny Echeverria will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
All right, let's go.
Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
And the way the balls have been rocketing all around the ballpark, you'd almost forget that someone might try to do this. It was a pretty good idea at the time, but it's not going to pay off for him in the end.
And a pinch hitter about to be summoned from the dugout, and it's the guy who led the majors with 22 pinch hits in 2008. Greg Dobbs will get the call. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he goes the other way and hits this ball high in the air and deep to straightaway left. And right off the bench, it's a home run. solo shot for Greg Dobbs. 8th home run on the season for him as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Christian Yelich will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Christian Yelich.
And he lays off there 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Up high, 2-1 now.
2-1.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning, so this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
Ed Lucas will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. Yelich is running. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact.
Well, this is a changeup down in the zone. When you get that combination as a catcher, it's darn near impossible to make a play at second. He's in there easily with a stolen base.
Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a ball lined towards center field. That's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
He's going to get a visit from the pitching coach here. But my goodness, after 6 runs, I think it's time to pull the plug. I don't think that after a little pep talk, he's just going to magically find it. Ain't happening.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, And now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Ball one. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
And he somehow gets that one by him, 3-2 now. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
6 runs, only 4 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
So 2 are gone now in the Miami 4th, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Josh Willingham. First pitch coming. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and Willingham's got a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Jeff Baker will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
On the ground down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Reds 9 and the Marlins. Henry Rodriguez is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Zach Cozart will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop, Zach.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Nothing to worry about here.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
So when you're starting to close the deficit, the last thing you want to do is start walking people. These guys will just build that lead right back up again.
Devin Mesoraco will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Runners on the move for second. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Here we go, Marlins. Let's go.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Echeverria for 1. On to Pierce at first, and it's a double play.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path. But he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Tony Cingrani will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
You do it, Marlins.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Just one more strike.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. Misses, ball 2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Let's go, Marlins!
Here he comes on 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Stephen Pierce will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
First baseman, Stephen Pierce.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Here we go, Miami!
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Cozart. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Rob Brantley will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
That last pitch puts him at 100, so that probably makes this his last inning, even if he makes it all the way through.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
The 2-2. Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field, a base hit.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2, tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Come on, let's keep it going!
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Garrett Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
49. Garrett Jones.
in tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. The 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, as it'll be the effectively wild Carlos Marmol that makes an appearance here. Jason Bourgeois will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
Jason Bourgeois.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Billy Hamilton will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Joey Votto will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
A little bit outside. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Daney will make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Jonathan Broxton will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 51, Jonathan Broxton.
Christian Yelich will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Center fielder, Christian.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Grounded, foul. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. And he has to fight this one off as it's hit on the ground. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ed Lucas will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
He's probably thinking if they just could have left that starter in a little bit longer. I mean, he was 2 for 2 against him. Not so fortunate against his successor.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Reds 9 and the Marlins 6. Welcome back to South Florida. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And there is Jay Bruce. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Jay Bruce.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And the pitch. Swinging here is Bruce as this is on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
So 1 away now for Brandon Phillips. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
1 out, nobody on. Now the 2-0 home. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1.
Peanuts here.
2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Yelich is under this one, and there's the second out of the inning.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Todd Frazier will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first offering. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Line hard deep into left. Willingham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. Reds out in front, 9-6. Josh Willingham will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Left fielder, Josh Willingham.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
All right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Maybe a little question of whether this was going to stay fair or not, but you see, this is pretty much right over the bag at third and down the line.
Jeff Baker will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Another 2-2 offering. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Steven Pierce will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Six runs, 7 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Fouled back. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. But he's done what he's needed to do.
Rob Brantley will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch to him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Look at the stop. Throw to second in time. What a play as the side is retired. 1 for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. We're back to South Florida following this. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Mike Dunn will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jared Saltalamacchia is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
Zach Cozart will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for Cincinnati, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Devin Mesoraco will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Brian Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 29, Brian Pena.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Stanton is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. They won't add to their 9-6 lead.
Your attention, please. Now
Call out
pitching
to
for
the bullpen
Cincinnati,
now as it's the left-hander
number
Manny
43,
Parra that'll make an appearance
Manny
here.
Parra.
Adeiny Echeverria will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Too high, and it's 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
The batter, catcher,
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Here's one hit towards the hole. Cozart for one. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Boy, and that's good athleticism here by the pitcher, getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Christian Yelich will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this is swung on and bounced to Phillips at second base. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Marlins down quietly. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. A.J. Ramos will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jason Bourgeois will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Jason Bourgeois.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Billy Hamilton will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
It's going to take some time for outfielders to get a feel for how to play balls like this here in this new ballpark. That time, it took a little while for this ball to get flagged down, and as a result, he makes it all the way up to third here with 3 bases.
Jared Burton will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Jared Burton.
Joey Votto will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Here's a swing and a laser beam out to right field. This will score that runner from third as it's into the alley for extra bases. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Everybody's getting into the act now. Right on the heels of the triple, he comes through with a double of his own, and that's going to extend that lead out even further.
Jay Bruce will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Don't let him score.
Now he changes up on him with success. Couldn't do anything with that one. It's 0-2. Surprised at all that they're coming right after him this way?
A little bit. I like it. It's good for the game, but this is definitely a guy that can hurt you if you're not careful.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. And that will become out number 2.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Brandon Phillips will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Echeverria is there, and the side is retired. Reds pick up a run on the RBI double by Joey Votto. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Reds 10 and the Marlins 6. Ed Lucas will start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Now here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. There's Josh Willingham. He waits next. Now the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, this will make him sleep a little better. He was 0 for 4 coming into that at-bat. At least he'll leave here with something.
Josh Willingham will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Jeff Baker will stand in as their last chance now. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with two away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on show track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Swing and a shot to third. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have claimed the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
And the Reds' attack tonight was spearheaded offensively by this guy, Joey Votto. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 10-6. Good night from Miami.